Can I just tell you a time I needed this verse really, really bad in my life? I was just out of college. I was going to seminary, and College Station is where I was living, and Breakaway was just starting to take off. The college ministry that started in my apartment, still going on today, 34 years later, which is amazing. So from 12 in my apartment to thousands in the basketball stadium before I came here to be your pastor. And I remember sitting there in a ministry event, and I was there just to participate, just giving support, excited about it. And they got up and they said, we met on Tuesday night with Breakaway at 9 o'clock, and it was kind of a non-denominational, everybody coming together. And the guy stood up at this event. He said, hey, we've got a new vision. We're going to do something on Thursday nights at 7:30. And what we're going to do, and then he basically described our entire vision. And I was sitting there and I was like, you are ripping us off so bad. And I was so upset in my heart. I wanted to stand up, literally. I didn't, but I wanted to. I wanted to stand up and go, don't go, Breakaway's better, don't go. Don't go to his thing, go to my thing. And I just sat there. Have you ever been in a situation where you're like, I cannot believe the rug is being pulled out from under me right here in this moment? Have you ever been in a meeting and your coworker took credit for your idea? You ever been in a situation where somebody got the raise, but you were the one that did the work? You ever been in a situation where they got the thank you and you didn't? You ever been in a situation where you had a great idea and then somebody else came up with a great idea and all of a sudden your great idea is defunct? That's what I felt like in that moment. And I just sat back and I was like, oh, Lord. And I said, God, number one, ministry is not a competitive sport. I trust you and you do what you want to do. And God used their ministry, and it was great. And it had a season, and had a wonderful time, and God did his work through Breakaway. But that was that moment where I was like, Lord, I need you so bad. And that's where John the Baptist is. Everybody's going to Jesus. And he says, awesome. Whatever will further the gospel, because he knows his role. He's the best man. He's not the groom. He's pointing to the groom. He's pointing to the son. He's pointing to S-O-N and S-U-N. He's pointing and saying, God, I am pointing to Jesus. He's the one that's most important. So I needed that Bible verse in my heart at that time to realize this is not competition. This is for the glory of God. And Lord, bless them. Do your work and just go for it. And so I just want you to hear from my mouth and our church's heart. We love other churches in town. We love what God's doing in churches in town. We want other churches in town to prosper and ministries to go well. There's millions of people to reach. And so we celebrate God's work in other places because we want Jesus to be lifted up, not just Houston's First to be lifted up, to let God do his work. Hey, thanks for watching. To find out more about Houston's First, you can subscribe to our channel or you can go to houstonsfirst.org.